All right, this your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, "Tis the Season for Judgment." All right. Tis the season for judgment. Now, of course, I got aspires to do this lesson because we already know what's going on today and tomorrow. Everybody's getting ready to celebrate Christmas. It's Christmas Eve right now. Tomorrow is the actual day for Christmas. And then next week is New Year's. All right. So everybody's celebrating Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, so forth and so on. All right. And they always say this is the season to be jolly, be merry, to be giving, so forth and so on. Everybody should come together and be happy, smile, eat ham, eat prime rib roast, and do all this other bullshit, right? But we already know that this is the season for judgment, man, all right? Because the more and more that you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans continue to celebrate these pagan holidays, that's the more and more that you put yourself into a dangerous situation, because the Most High is going to remember you celebrating these days. A lot of people out there don't believe that celebrating holidays can actually get you put to death, all right? Point blank period. Because they don't fear the Lord. They don't know what the Lord is all about. And the thing is, they say 414 on the time right now too. Call Halayim Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But the thing is, man, you know, a lot of people celebrate these holidays for their own reasons, because the majority of these people know that these holidays are pagan. They know that they're evil, they know that they're wicked, but they make up their own excuses in order to still participate. Just like you got that one Israelite group out there, I think it's ROH, that they call themselves. I forget. But the main dude that's about 400 or 500 pounds over here celebrating Yahweh Shai Day on Thanksgiving, eating ham and all kind of shit, man. You know, that's just one of the key examples of Jay going out there celebrating and twisting it so that way they could just participate in it. All right. And a lot of people always say that, oh, we doing this for the kids because remember when you were a kid and you woke up on Christmas Day and you saw all of the lights and the presents was everywhere and you just had a good time. It was magical. Yeah, it was. I grew up in a household, you know what I'm saying? Well, I have both parents. That's very rare in Jake's world. All right. But, you know, I have both parents in the crib, and they did hook up the holidays. You know, we all celebrated it. We all were happy when, you know, when the day came about. But now we have a better understanding. We know that this day is wicked. It's evil as hell, man. They tell you that this day is supposed to be dedicated to the Lord, right? They tell you this is supposed to be Jesus' birthday. And this day we all supposed to get together to remember him. But the thing is, he wasn't even born in the wintertime. He was born during the springtime, during the Passover. It's very well known that he was not born in the wintertime. All right. So once again, what day are you celebrating actually right now? And we gonna get it right here, man. All right. Because there's nothing new under the sun, like the scriptures say. So as we all know, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. And Christmas came from this Roman festivity, this Roman festival right here, because we already know that America is spiritually Rome all over again. So I looked this up in Wikipedia, and as you can see, the title of it is Saturnalia, all right? And we're going to read just these first two paragraphs, and I'm going to scroll down to this key paragraph so you can see what I'm talking about. This is where Christmas actually came from, all right? So it says Saturnalia is an ancient Roman festival and holiday in honor of the god Saturn. This is who you're worshiping when you celebrate Christmas, all right? You're worshiping the Saturn god. You're not worshiping the true power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right? It says held on December 17th in a Julian calendar and later expanded with festivities until December 19th. By the 1st century BC, the celebration had been extended until December 23rd for a total of 7 days of festivities. The holiday was celebrated with a sacrifice at the Temple of Saturn in a Roman forum and a public banquet, followed by private gift giving, continual partying, and a carnival atmosphere that overturned Roman social norms. Gambling was permitted, and masters provided table service for their slaves, as it was seen as a time of liberty for both slaves and freemen alike. All right. So it was key words right here. A public banquet. Everybody gets together on Christmas with a big feast, followed by private gift giving. That's the main thing that everybody think about when you think about Christmas. You think about waking up and receiving gifts, getting presents, Secret Santa, so forth and so on. Continual partying. You got all the songs. Everybody gets together. They get their hot cocoa. They get their hot toddies. Hot toddies with the whiskey and whatever it is that they put up in there so people won't get sick, but they can still get drunk at the same time. And it says in the carnival atmosphere, you walk outside, you see all of these different lights. You see all of these statues in front of people's cribs, these inflatable balloons, so forth and so on, man. It looks like a carnival. What is a carnival? A place that's pretty much a good time, a place to just go in there and wow out. That's what Christmas is all about, man. All right. Then it says, a common custom was the election of a king of the Saturnalia, who gave orders to people, which were followed and presided over the merrymaking. Merry Christmas, keywords. The gifts exchanged were usually gag gifts or small figurines made of wax or pottery known as sigillaria. The poet Catullus called it the best of days. The best of days. When you think about Christmas, you hear all the songs or whatever. Everybody always say, there's plenty of songs that say, I wish Christmas was every day. This is the best time of the year. Come on, man. There's nothing new under the sun. Call it the best of days, because when this time of the year comes around, Esau just floods you with this. You got Halloween, right? Where you dress up as your favorite demon. You eat all of the candy and everything. And the very next month, you get together to celebrate the death of your brothers. All right, get together to eat that big ass feast to celebrate the death of your brothers. Speaking to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because the Native Americans was slaughtered. All right, and then the very next month you got Christmas and New Year's. All right, you got Christmas and New Year's, and they call this month the best of days because everybody gets together. You ride around in the car or whatever. You see everybody's houses lit up. Everybody's all in a good mood. You get to watch your favorite movies like the Christmas Story and Home Alone and so forth and so on, man. This is the time where everybody gets together. They just like, yeah, we looking forward to this. The best of days, man. It says Saturnalia was the Roman equivalent to the earlier Greek holiday of Chronia, which was celebrated during the Attic month of Hecatombion, Salakia if I got that wrong, in late midsummer. It held theological importance for some Romans who saw it as a restoration of the ancient golden age when the world was ruled by Saturn. The Neoplatonist philosopher Porphyry interpreted the freedom associated with Saturnalia as symbolizing the freeing of souls into immortality. Saturnalia may have influenced some of the customs associated with later celebrations in Western Europe, occurring in midwinter, particularly traditions associated with what? Christmas, the Feast of Holy Innocents, and Epiphany. In particular, the historical Western European Christmas custom of electing a lord of misrule may have its roots in Saturnalia celebrations. There you go. And of course they're going to say may have, because they're not going to tell you that the actual celebration of Christmas does go back to this. They're not going to tell you that, man. And that's why a lot of people, when they'll read this, they'll be like, well, they say may have. So that means this may not be true. Everything is man-made. They make up all of these stories. We actually don't know because we didn't live back then. Come on, man. That's a thing called research for a reason, because you search things up that's already been brought out. The truth is already out there. So you research certain things so you can learn about your history. And there's all kind of documentaries and books or whatever that you can read up on this. All right. So Christmas goes back to Saturnalia. This is a pagan holiday from the Romans, Esau, that they celebrated, man. And now they got the whole world to celebrate this shit. And they definitely want you Jakes to celebrate it, because the more and more that you celebrate it, that's the more and more you're putting yourself away from your power, from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And that's exactly what they want. They do not want you all to celebrate the actual high holy days. All right. Our Christmas would be Hanukkah. All right. That would be our Christmas, a whole week, man, of us getting together, giving gifts, so forth and so on. But it'll be done in righteousness. All right. The high holy days that we're going to celebrate in the kingdom is going to be way better than this bullshit here, man. Way better. And I remember listening to Elder Kazak from Mississippi, because like I said, he did a video called It Doesn't Feel Like Christmas. And what did he say? Damn, it was just in my mind. Something that he just said. It'll come back to me. Lord willing, it'll come back to me. But let's go down to this last paragraph. All right, if you want to read this, of course, all you got to do is just go to Wikipedia, go to Google, type in Saturnalia, and it'll pop up immediately. But this is one of the key paragraphs right here. It says, the popularity of Saturnalia continued into the 3rd and 4th century CE, and as the Roman Empire came under Christian rule, many of its customs were recast into, or at least influenced, the seasonal celebrations surrounding Christmas and the New Year. So there you go, man. There you go. Saturnalia is Christmas. That's what you're celebrating. You're worshiping an idol. You're worshiping a different God. You're worshiping a God that you're not supposed to be. All right. You're only supposed to be worshiping Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And that's what I wanted to say. Call Halayim Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for giving me that thought back. When Elder Kazak, he was talking about how, in this society, everybody gets together, all the stores are crowded, and then when the actual day comes around, everything is shut down. Everybody's in the crib. You can't go to the stores. You can't do this. You can't do that or whatever because everybody's in celebration. And he was like, man, it's going to be the same way with us. When we get ready to celebrate our high holy days, hey, the town's going to be shut down, man. The city's going to be shut down. Everybody's going to get ready to worship Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Even the heathen nations, because it tells you in the scriptures that the heathen nations, we're going to force them to follow the commandments, statutes, and laws. And within that law is the high holy days. These are days that we have to participate in. And it's for a good cause, man. For instance, the Passover. That's something that we should always look forward to because we're remembering when our Lord showcased his power and saved us from our enemies. And that's getting ready to happen again in this time. All right. But getting back to this. But like I said, even in the kingdom, man, things are going to be shut down. It's going to be beautiful, man. It's going to be beautiful when we finally celebrate our days. It's going to be way better, man. The decorations that we going to put up and the way that everything's going to be set up, man, it's going to be nice. It's going to be beyond nice, man. Like the scriptures say, the ones that fear the Lord, they can't even fathom what he has in store for them that love him. All right. So like I said, getting back to this, Christmas is going back to Saturnalia, which is a pagan evil holiday, festival from the Roman Empire. And we already know that America is spiritually Rome. All right. That's what it is. So let's go ahead and grab the scriptures, man. Because like I said, I've titled this video, "'Tis the Season for Judgment." All right. And that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. And more than likely it's going to happen next year or it's going to happen 2026. It's one of those, man. But it looks like it's going to be next year, but we'll see. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. And as you can see within the caption, it says a time for everything. And like I said, it says, "'Tis the season for judgment." There's a time for everything, and judgment is getting ready to happen to America, aka Babylon the Great. It says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the sun." It's a time for everything, man. The time for judgment from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is coming. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. We're in the time of killing because that's exactly what the Lord is getting ready to do to the majority of this world. A time to break down. This is the time that we're in. He's getting ready to break down this spiritual Roman Empire, America. A time to build up. The time to heal and build up is going to happen after this place is destroyed. A time to weep. We're supposed to be in the spirit of mourning, right? A time to laugh. We're not in that time. Time to mourn. A time to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to silence and a time to speak. We are definitely in a time of speaking. If the Most High put the Spirit upon you to understand these scriptures as a man, You're supposed to go out there and teach this word, all right? You're supposed to give out the warning. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war, which is definitely the time that we're in right now. And a time of peace, all right? The peace, where is it? The peace, the healing, the building up. That's going to happen after this place is destroyed. But right now, we're in the time of judgment. Like I said, to everything, there is a season. To everything, there is a season. We're in the season of what? We're in the season of people dying. We're in the season of people weeping, people mourning, people losing. All right. A time of war. Yeah, all of that, man. We're in all of those times right now. This is the season that we in for all of that. All right. So this is the type of spirit that you should have upon you to let you know to keep doing right. To stay away from all of this bullshit that's going on right now, man, because it's one little mistake, and it's not even a little mistake, man. All right, going and worshiping another god, all right, can get you destroyed, because the Most High is a jealous power. He is a jealous power. And when you go and worship somebody else or something else other than him, he's going to receive that jealousy, that rage, that anger, and he's going to bring forth that indignation, which is righteous anger, which is going to lead to you being judged and you being put out of this earth, man. All right, we're going to stay in the same book, because Ecclesiastes got heat for this. We're going to get Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Then we're going to go to verse 13 and 14. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. This is our our own responsibility. This is the only thing that we're supposed to be thinking about every single day, is to keep the commandments, fearing Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This is the whole duty of man. When you hear the word duty, you be like, this is my duty. This means this is your responsibility. This is your work. This is your purpose. All right. So he tells you not to celebrate these holidays, but only celebrate his high holy days. You're supposed to instantly be like, you're right. I'm going to stop doing it, and I'm only going to fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and keep his commandments. Point blank period. Shouldn't be no second guessing. Verse 14, it says, for the Most High shall bring every work into what? Into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. All right. Like I said, 'tis the season for judgment. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment. Either he's going to judge you with a righteous reward, because he's been seeing that you've been fearing him and you've been trying your best. You've been on fire. You've been doing what you're supposed to do. He's going to judge you with a righteous reward. All right. The good part. Or whether it be evil. You keep being in this world. You keep celebrating these holidays. Keep celebrating your birthdays, doing this and doing that, man. He's going to give you an evil judgment, which is going to be a very, very gruesome death, man. Because you got to remember, we in the last days. So the Most High is going to allow those angels on the left-hand side to go wild. Because it's going to be the last time that Jake dies. It's going to be the last time. Because when the 2/3 die, they're going to come back in the kingdom. And then they're going to be born with the new bodies. And we never going to die again. So the Most High is going to unleash within these last days, man. It's not going to be a game. At all. At all. Like I said, let's stay in the same book. We're going to get Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and start at the top. It says, a good name, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 1. It says, a good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth. All right, a good name. That's what we're working for right now. All right. It says, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. That's what everybody is doing right now. They're going to the house of feasting and literally gathering up families and friends and so forth and so on. And they getting ready to slam all the food, you know, get all the liquor, commit all of the adultery on the so-called Lord's Day. Because you already know how shit get down, man. When holidays come around, man, them spirits get upon people, man. Those demons. All right, so everybody's going to the house of feasting. But right now, we are in a house of mourning. And as you can see, it says it is better to go to the house of mourning. Why is it better? Because you're thinking about what the Lord is getting ready to do to this place. You think about what the Lord will do to you if you go off against him. And when it says it is better, and when you think about that, it is better, because now it's putting you in a position where you just like, you know what? I ain't got time for what's getting ready to happen in the future. I ain't got time to be put to death, man. That fear gonna be upon you. Gonna do what's right, Lord willing. It says, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made what? Better. You're going to be better off if you fear the Lord, man. The heart of the wise, Salakia, is in the house of mourning. When you receive this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you start to be in the house of mourning because you understand what the Lord is all about. But the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Right now, the majority of this world are fools. They are literally the most gullible people on this damn earth. Like I said, here it is. Everybody got these mini computers in their pocket where they could research and study, do all of these different things, but they refuse to do it, and they still refuse to be a part of these damn lies that's out here, man. That's why they fools. And they're in the house of mirth. They're in the house of joy right now. They're in that, they're marrying and getting together and doing all of these different things, and they're having a good old time. It's all good, cuz. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because when the Lord start making things happen on a drastic level, that's when they're going to remember everything that they did. It's going to be too late. Verse 5, it says, "It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools." That's plain, man. It's better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. Like I said, this day, everybody bring out songs that's supposed to be dedicated to the Lord. But that shit is bull. All them songs are bullshit, man. It says it's better to hear the rebuke of the wise. When you see the brothers out there and they tell you, you need to stop doing this, you need to stop doing that. Like it says in Isaiah 58:1, "Lift up your voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions." Man, we go out there and tell you what you're doing wrong. You're supposed to take that rebuke because those are the wise, the prophets, the different brothers, the apostles, all the way on down, man. Those are the ones that's wise. Those are the ones that's giving out the warning. It says, once again, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise. When they tell you these things and they pretty much get in the spirit and they tell you like, man, you going off. You need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that. You need to take that to heart, man. This ain't a time to be a kid. There's a such thing out there called tough love, right? Because certain people need that. A lot of this place is so pussy whipped, it's so pussified. So pussified. You know what I'm saying? So soft. To the point where, if you get tough with somebody, you let them know certain things, they immediately get emotional, man. Immediately get emotional. All right, they be like, man, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that. They cause a temper tantrum, all kind of shit, like a little ass kid. They don't want to hear it. But it don't matter, because at the end of the day, we still gonna rebuke and give out the warnings anyway. But it says it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise. It's better to hear these things, receive that tough love. So then that way you can actually go home and think about what you're doing, man. Because that's the thing. When you tell somebody that, they doing wrong or whatever, but you have that soft little voice, you have what's that bullshit Esau do? Interventions. We're gonna secretly gather up like 10 people, and then we're gonna go in this room, and then we're gonna tell Johnny that we about to have a great coffee party. We're gonna have peppermint mocha and caramel. And Johnny gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll go. The next thing you know, he go up in a damn room, and there's a room full of people. He just like, what the hell is going on? Oh, we need to talk to you. Like, man, fuck all that, man. That'll make people go even crazier. That make people going crazier. You be like, so all of y'all went behind my back, set up this whole thing, got me geeked up for my damn coffee, and I can't even get that Starbucks. Like, come on, man. That's some bullshit. You're supposed to be straight up with them. Especially right now in these times, because, hey, the things that the Lord is getting ready to do is going to be something serious, man. It's going to be something serious. Let's get Jeremiah chapter 10. And of course, we got to get this. Jeremiah 10, start at verse 1. It says, a satire on what? Idolatry. Jeremiah 10:1. It says, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Who are the heathen? All of the nations outside of the Israelites. All of the nations outside of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, but the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. What that sound like? Ain't that what people do right now? They get these trees and they decorate it with ornaments. They get all of that silver and that gold that soft shit that go all around it. I forget what the word is, what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. They decorate it. It says they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. All right. So this is what does it sound like? This sound like Christmas. For the cusp of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work in the hands of the workmen, with the axe. You don't have to do that in today's age. Esau does it for you, because, like I said, he forces this upon you. A lot of people are so serious about Christmas that they don't want to go to Walmart and get the fake shit. There's a lot of shops out here where you can literally go and get a real tree that Esau literally cut out of the forest for you, because people like the natural smell of the pine tree or whatever it is that they want to put in their house. They like the natural smell of it. They just want that aura. And then they like, oh yeah, we get the real tree out here, and then we decorate it. They feel more authentic. Ain't nothing authentic about Christmas, man. All of that bullshit is fake, and it's idolatry. It says they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. That's exactly what you do in today's age. But instead of you hammering nails and stuff into your living room floor, they got little stands for you now. They got little stands for you, so you can put the tree inside of that bitch ass hole, and it can have the tree on balance. That's the same thing, man. So that way it won't move. That way when you decorate it and it sits there, it can just look all nice, and you can just go ahead and do your idolatry moves. It is what it is, man. Like I said, the truth is out here. Truth is out here, man. But like I said, the Most High, he's not going to allow this place to go on any longer. But let's end it with this. Let's get Amos chapter 5. Then we're going to go to verse 20. It says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? Yeah, when the Lord gets ready to return, or when he does return, it's going to be very dark, because he's going to be doing a lot of killing. Because the scriptures say that he came not to bring peace upon earth, but a sword. Verse 21, it says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. All right. He hates your feast days. Christmas is definitely a big feast day. All right. When you look at all the commercials and the ads that runs and whatever, the movies, what's the first thing? One of the first things you see everybody gathering around a table, they eating, because food brings people together. Everybody loves to eat. When you tell anybody, like, hey man, you want to go out, go to the restaurant, you want to go get a burger, or you want to get together, we'll cook or whatever. Everybody, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because food is a very delightful thing. Shit, I love the slam. Shit, food is fire. But at the end of the day, these type of feasts is not what's up. All right. Verse 22, it says, though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs. The Lord, like, please stop playing that damn Mariah Carey, man. Take that shit away from me, man. You don't want to hear that shit. He said, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows, but let judgment run down its waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. 'Tis the season for judgment, man. But let judgment run down its waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. The Lord is going to do something serious to this earth, man. 2/3 of our people going to feel it, and definitely these heathen nations going to feel it. Lord willing, we part of the elect, all right? Lord willing, we make it up out of here, because we fearing the Lord now. We not bullshitting, man. And hopefully the Lord remembers our works. Hopefully the Lord stores up our spiritual receipts and look at those and remember us in the day of wrath, man. Because we don't want to get caught up out here. We want to make it. We want to be part of the first fruits of the kingdom. And we want to get to the point where we worship and actually celebrate high holy days within righteousness, man. We ready to do right by the Lord, all right? But for everybody else, keep celebrating that Christmas. It's going to be over with for you, man. It's going to be over with. So I'm going to end it with that. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aqua that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazat, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.